Welcome everybody to look at the first film in the World Noir Volume 4 box set released by Radiance Films, and it is a 1955's Chnouf, also goes by the name of Razia or Razia sur le Chnouf, or in English, Raid on the Dope. So I imagine Chnouf means dope and Razia means raid, so it's just the way it goes with these international titles. They have sometimes many different names, especially when they end up getting released in English-speaking parts of the world. So yeah, this is directed by Henry DeCoing, who also did the really rather fantastic Not Guilty, which was in the third box set of this series of noir releases from Radiant Films. And it's a gangster film clocking in at 105 minutes long. Stars Jean Gabin, who I've seen in Moontide. I hadn't realised I actually had seen a film of his when I was unboxing this release. So yeah, and Moontide was really, really good. That also starred Ida Lupino, and that was in the English language. So yeah, have seen something else from him before, and I will be seeing something from him again later this year, as on the 13th of October 2025, the film Port of Shadows is being released via Studio Canal's Vintage World Cinema series, and I've got that on pre-order, so yeah, definitely be seeing at least another film of his soon. Also stars Magali Noel, who was also in Rafifi, as well as Lino Ventura, definitely the star of this film as far as I'm concerned, given I've seen far more from him than anyone else. He was in the fantastic Army of Shadows, as well as Le Demi Souffle, The Medusa Touch, Witness in the City, and the recently released The Inquisitor, which we've already talked about again from Radiance Films. So yeah, Henry, the man from Nantes, comes back to his country after a successful stay in the United States, where he was working for Liskey, the drug dealer. With the fame of being a tough guy preceding him, he sets himself to the task of knowing why the French operations were not so profitable, and soon he is a master of all links of the organisation. He can now get it home to perfection or destroy it. Only the police are following his every step. So this is a rather engaging effort that has an effective conclusion with a twist to it that I didn't see coming, but it does make perfect sense when looking back at the rest of the plot. That said, there isn't much in the way of characterization, and it is really rather one-sided in its view of those who take drugs, as there is some, there's generally are reasons why people do take drugs, and I don't think this really explores that all that well. But that said, thankfully the cast is great, the pacing is on point, the insight it provides into the operation of a drug ring is interesting, the cinematography is truly excellent, there is some solid action in its final act, and the score is good. So a perfectly solid 4 out of 5. Not quite as excellent as the likes of Not Guilty from the same director from the previous box set, but it's not a million miles off either. And yeah, really rather engaging effort, and even though I've not obviously seen much from Jean Gabin, I've obviously seen a lot from Lino Ventura, and this is another really excellent performance from him in particular. So, yeah, there's the disc, and we do have a reversible artwork for this as well. I personally prefer this one because you've got the same kind of image of Jean Gabin in the background, but then you've got a bit more colour going on as well. But that does kind of evoke the kind of film noir aspects to it as well. So it's guess it swings and roundabouts in that regard. Also, this on the reverse of the main sleeve. So on the disc itself, we've got a 2K restoration by Gaumont, who originally released this film. So it's cool that they're actually still going, but they've also done a really good effort with the 2K restoration. Looks great, sounds really good as well. No issues at all with that. The uncompressed mono PCM audio, like I said, also sounds really good. We've got audio commentary by Nick Pinkerton from 2019. Then we've got Henry DeCoing on Gigaband from 1960. That clocks in at 4 minutes. Then we've got A Violent, Implacable, Hero Unknown Underworld, new visual essay on Chnouf and drugs in film noir by Frank Krutnik. That's from 2025, and that clocks in at 27 minutes long. We've also got a trailer and newly improved English subtitle translation. Didn't notice any issues with the subtitles in this release either. I have had a couple of instances in the past so far this year, a couple of times, so it's nice to see that that hasn't happened here. So yeah, really solid start to this box set, so I'm looking forward to seeing the next two. I know I still have some qualms with the fact that all three films in this release are from France and not, France and two other different countries. I have no issue with French films at all, but it would be nice to have more countries involved in one box set rather than just one singular country. But if every film in this box set is going to be at least 4 stars or better, then yeah, it is at least going to pay off in that regard. Nonetheless, so if you have seen this film before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.